In this video, I will show you how to create a credit note. There are several ways you can create a credit note. So the first way is to go to sales and B2B orders or B2C orders, depending on which kind of order it is. Find the order. You can always search on the customer and then choose Archived is open. Change it so it shows all the completed orders as well. So I have this order 1424. I want to make a credit note. So what I can do, I can go into the order. I can go down on the page here on the left side, and then I have my invoice here, and I can press here on create credit note. Then it would open a credit note for this invoice. What I also could do, I could just go to sales and invoice and to booked. Find my invoice. Let's find my invoice number here. And then you can see my invoice here on the line. So I want to create a credit note. So you have these two options where create credit note, then it would open a credit note where it wouldn't fill in the 14 pieces automatically from the order, or you can choose copy and flip, then it would automatically take all the information from the invoice as the quantity and the handling fee and shipping fee and put it directly on the credit note. But let's say I want to just credit one out of the 14 pieces. I will press create credit note. Then you can see it opens a credit note here. So I have these three pages: invoice, products, and documents. On invoice, I can set the bookkeeping date, I can add a note, and I can add a shipping and a handling fee. Remember, if you want to give back the handling fee or shipping cost, you have to add a minus. But always put in the information, open the document, and check that everything looks correct. If we go to products here, you can set the products you want to return. Then I just want to add one of this black. I just add the quantity. You can always also press all or none here and all here. On the right side, you can see all the information here. So you have these two options. You have the option to add a claim cost, and then you have these two options called return and claim. Return is that you want to have it back on inventory, and claim is if it's a claim. You also can regulate the inventory. Let's say the claim here, I don't want it to add it back on the inventory. I can just remove this. But this is just a return. So you can see here, I have set this to return. You also have this percentage where you can give any discount on the product as well. Once everything looks correct, just save as open credit note. Then you have the information. You can always go in and out of the credit note before you book it when you have pressed save as open credit note. The last page here, or tab, documents, you can download the credit note and open it so you can check that everything looks correct before you book it. But once everything is as you want it to be, you just press book credit note. Then you can send the email to the customer. You also have this option to put pieces back onto the order so they can be invoiced again. So let's say this credit note I have just made, there was a mistake in the price or anything like that. So I needed to make a credit note, but then I want to make a new invoice again. Then you can choose yes. Then it would come back on the order, and then you can make a new invoice. If you choose no, you won't be able to make a new invoice. Once that is done, just press book, and the order or the credit note is now booked.